Welcome to the Unicorn Circuit, your weekly dose of car news, Fanking, conspiracies, my town, your town, and Black Friday sales. Everyone's doing it, so we're jumping on it as well. You can use the code BF20.
BF20. If we don't do a Black Friday thing, everyone's like, why aren't you doing a Black Friday thing? And I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know why we're not.
So we decided to do it. This is cool. We're going to hook you up with some mad stuff. So anyone who orders anything off the Mighty Car Mod shop is going to get a free gift. If you order anything, you're going to get a sticker. You might get an air freshener. You might get a key tag. You might get something cool like that. But we also have, tell them about the thing,
We also have the all-new Mighty Car Mods Black Box. This here is a box full of mad, blacked out, stealthy merch, including
exclusive stuff.
Exclusive in the box, the black camo hat. You'll get a black on black chop shirt. There's a bunch of black Mighty Mod stickers on there.
Other thing.
Plus, every single box comes with a black box recorder. There's instructions here, somewhat it says. Along with your selection of mad blacked out merch, you'll also find a black box recorder included in your package. On there is instructions how to use it. If you buy yourself a Mighty Car Mods black box, you will automatically go into the draw for winning some of this mad stuff. You will win something. 100%. You will win something. But one of the things that you might win, it could be some Mighty Mod stuff, but it might be Ryobi tools and battery kits. We've got Tool Pro stuff from Super Cheap Auto, including a big 198-piece toolkit. There's gift vouchers for Super Cheap. We'll check the orders. If you're in Australia, you know, you might get one of those. If you're overseas, we won't send you one. But Martin, go on then.
I dug into my personal collection, and one of you is going to win this. This is a Garrett Supercore. I believe this one is a GTX 3076R Gen 2 V-Band. You can put your own housing on the back to suit whatever car you've got, and you might make some good whistling noises. If not, put it on the shelf and stare at it. It's very, very cool. There you go.
I'll put it on Marketplace. So just to clarify, it's 20% off everything using the code BF20. Regardless of what you order, you will get something. But if you get the black box, you will get potentially something bigger from this mad loot. I've also got a brand new Mighty Car Mods item here that I'm going to show you a little bit later because that's very exciting. So there it is. Good luck. Have fun.
Black Friday,
BF20
Cyber Monday weekend thing that
goes for like 3 or 4 days or something.
But some people may go for 3 weeks. Ours actually just goes for the 4 days.
I feel like I should explain it very simply again. BF20, 20% off the entire store. Doesn't matter what you buy. Every physical order, you will get a prize of some kind. Could be a sticker, could be an air freshener. But if you want to be in the chance to win some of this big loot, you've got to buy the black box. There it is.
You'll be glad you did.
Hey, Martin, watch this action unfold.
Really?
Are you ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't like it on this side.
Why do I suddenly like Volvos?
Oh, Martin, can we please clap again?
All
right. Oh, your laptop appeared.
Magic.
Can you please make mine appear
This is so
as well?
much better. Hang on.
All right.
Which did the second clap get rid of the...
I think something happened, Martin. I don't know exactly what. We've got a massive
Do you actually
show.
like Volvos? I feel like this is before we even get into anything. Are you starting to come around to Volvos? Because I admit I am a little bit because a few reasons. One, Ian Kelly, very good friend of ours, very talented writer. He was rocking one of those Volvo wagon things. And at first I'm like, what, are you tripping? But then I realised it was actually kind of good. And it was a wagon. It had like the whole Euro wagon thing going, which I'm really into. Euros do a good wagon.
Good.
Anyway, what's happening on this episode
Why are
of
you
the
talking
Unicorn
about
Circuit?
Volvos, Martin?
Why? I know. Why are you talking about it?
Well, do you know what? Because
we constantly talk rubbish, that's why.
No, so here's, just before we started filming, we were talking about the Jaguar ad.
We were. That's how we got into this conversation.
It's I actually think as a piece of art, it's quite interesting. As a car ad, not so much, but someone somewhere might be going,
why'd you soften
everyone's
that?
talking.
Why'd you soften that?
No, because if somebody said to me,
mess of
if someone said to me, hey, I've got an installation at the Museum of Modern Art and everyone's wearing some weird clothes, I'd go, oh, cool, that's okay. I don't know why it's meant to sell a car because I don't know if it's a great car ad, but everyone's talking about it because it's freaking weird. But anyway, another ad came out, Martin, and that's an ad by Volvo, and it's a story of like a guy having a baby and then the car saves people's lives using its autonomous braking. It shows the car, it gives you benefits about the car, and it's got a good story. There's really nice music. I don't know who wrote the music for it, but I noticed that. That's excellent. And so ads this week are probably the most exciting thing in car news. What have you got, Martin?
So the Jaguar ad, if you haven't seen it, go look at it. Anyway, I just asked AI, I said, please write me a script for a car commercial that goes for 30 seconds that'll appeal to young people. Make it an old English brand that's going through a change to appeal more to the younger generation. And it's written four or five scenes that are nothing like the Jaguar ad. Because I had this feeling, I'm like, I wonder if this is just AI's idea of how you sell a car.
Right.
To people that are like all about style and like don't really care about wheels or tyre pressures or anything else. They just want to get to the club so they can party, which is unchanged for the last 50 years,
but Mark,
even longer.
The thing that I don't like, you can wear all your crazy coloured clothes. What I don't like is that the Jaguar logo, because I think they might have got rid of it, is a picture of a big, what kind of cat is it? The logo?
A Jaguar.
Of course. Okay. So they've got the big.
Are you legit?
Yeah, no.
Was that on purpose?
No, it makes
Haven't
sense.
they changed the logo as well?
Well, now it just says the word Jaguar.
But haven't they
in some
changed the
hipster
cat
font.
Doesn't the cat look like a hipster now as well?
I don't think there is a cat. I
sure?
think it's just the word
Cat's
Jaguar
fully gone.
in like bendy kind of letters. I think you've got to pay respects to times past. You've also got to get with the times, but are they the times that you really want to be in? Man, what are we talking about? Can
Can I just go a little bit into this? So I'm gonna do it as quick as I can. It's a misty morning. A modern version of an iconic classic British car is parked on a quiet cobblestone street. The chrome gleams and a young driver jumps out. Then it cuts through the streets and it's driving through the streets. And then the camera shifts to close-up of the futuristic tech and stylish interior with LED screens and seats. The car pulls up to a lively, youthful street party with music and friends laughing and people dancing, and they stepped out, greeted by friends. And the timeless elegance stands out amidst the modern energy.
I don't want to give AI any more time.
No, but you see what I'm saying? Like, even the freaking robot... No, it's not. I never use it.
No, but the robot made a better ad.
Even the robot kind of gets that you can have an iconic classic British brand and potentially still appeal to young people, but maybe that's way too like cobwebby. And think that anyone cares about an old car at all, or even cares about the car, which is where what my opinion is of that ad. It's not really about cars. It's about a brand.
Yeah.
And also, is this what happens when a new marketing officer comes in and just wants to leave their mark? Is this actually what happens?
Well,
that mess?
Some people often talk about
it up.
advertising as if the brand is the fire hydrant and the CMO, the chief marketing person, is the penis on the dog that's pissing on it. That's an analogy that's regularly used in the industry. Oh. Like you're the fire hydrant, and you're like, hey, I'm Marty Mulholland. I work on cars, and then I come in. Actually, I'm not going to demonstrate. That's just weird.
Oh, you don't need
and
to.
I'm just like, nah, and you're like, why are you weighing on me? And it's like, because you're not a fire hydrant anymore. You are a popsicle, and you're like, but I'm not. Like, I'm still made of metal. I'm like, no, you're not. You're not anymore.
Have you showed everyone the bag yet?
No. Shall I show them later?
Later.
Man, is that the news? Are we finished the news?
No, we got there's
we
big
haven't even
news.
started the news.
There's some massive news.
Let's start the show. Sorry, people, we're getting carried away. I don't even know if it's called wasting the internet when you haven't even started yet.
We haven't started wasting the internet yet.
It's pre-waste, isn't it?
It's pre-waste.
It's like...
Yeah.
Okay.
In big news, another bit of big news that's not actually car news.
What?
YouTube is actually going to begin dubbing
Let's talk
episodes
about
of
that in the
Unicorn
news.
Circuit. No, this is relevant to
pre-news
pre-news.
again?
This is pre-news. This is the news that happens before the news. They're going to be dubbing this into other languages. So not only are we wasting the internet in English, we're going to be wasting the internet in multitudes of other languages that kind of sound like us, but are speaking Mandarin, Japanese, Hindi. Who knows?
But man, what does that mean for... So, look, as you probably know, there's the main channel of Mighty Car Mods. It has videos about cars on it. There's MCM TV2, which is this channel.
Has other stuff.
Good luck working out what that is.
No.
Then there is an unofficial, a bootleg channel, which is a Russian language Mighty Car Mods channel, which is the Mighty Car Mods episodes, which for years a couple of dudes have been redubbing. It actually has nothing to do with us. No. It's not officially endorsed or anything, but it is Mighty Car Mods videos that had millions of views. And the combination of the main Mighty Car Mods channel, MCM TV2, and all of the Mighty Car Mods content that's been revoiced in Russian is well over 1 billion views now. But about 100 or 150 million of those views are the Russian language videos. So what I'm wondering is, if you can choose any language you want, does that mean potentially our videos would be 150 million views higher? Because instead of going and watching the redubbed ones, you just go like that. But will they be redubbed in a voice like one of them sounds like you and one sounds like me?
That's what AI is actually quite good at. So we got 2 or 3 of our top videos redubbed into Spanish.
Where are they?
So it's the same video. So for example, if you go and watch the Rusty Golf or Miss Daisy, some of the most widest appealing ones, you can actually just click a button and change the language, and it's been fully redubbed by two guys, I think from Uruguay.
Actors. Yeah, we paid actors.
Yeah, we got them to do it. They offered to do it. They're really cool dudes, and we're like, go for it. And they did. It took a long time because it's a long hour-long episode.
And it was expensive, wasn't it?
It cost a lot of money for a return that you could argue is not there. But our interest was more to go, this is kind of a cool thing. The video is obviously very popular, and maybe some people who speak Spanish would be into it. But that industry, I guess, kind of goes away. I mean, that's what tech always does, right? Displaces that sort of industry. Cottage industry of redubbing videos is kind of going to be harder to sell when AI gets really good at it, which at some point it probably will.
But what it does mean, Martin, I don't know how much like native language, like cooking videos and stuff there are, but I think what it might help do is you could look at a video that traditionally there would be a language barrier. Like imagine being able to watch a video of someone in Thailand doing like specific recipes, specific styles, and you can just click a button and watch at home. Ultimately, you would be able to make and learn about better food for you and your family and your friends. And I think that kind of sharing of knowledge is good because there's going to be a bunch of stuff out there that would never be translated, but if you had access to it, could probably enrich in your life in some way.
Absolutely. Let's do the news.
The news.
Let's go.
This week in the news, all the cars are boring, all the cars are shit. There's some utes and there's some electric cars. Let's move on to, is that even legal?
There's one big bit of news. One
Is there?
enormous bit of news, which does...
Oh, the BYD Shark.
That's not... Well, it's kind of part of the news. So on Cars Guide, an article dropped, I think yesterday maybe, saying that there's a possibility that Honda, Nissan and Mitsubishi
are going to make cool cars again?
some kind of merging arrangement and stop battling each other so they can battle the other markets, which the big one is the market of Chinese cars that is basically coming through and decimating the market with their low prices and their ability to manufacture at such a low price. And the cars are obviously getting better as time goes on, as they iterate and work on the cars. There's a lot of money flooding into those markets as well. So I think it's fascinating that those brands we think of from, you know, the last dominance in Australia, at least for the last sort of 30 or 40 years, could potentially end up melding, because there was also an article saying Nissan's got 1 year left.
Oh.
Like Nissan gone in a year. And your Datsun, your 240Z, having driven like Gemini and Datsun back to back, like that's a lot of car, and that was made in the 70s.
Yes.
And then, you know, working on your 180 and my Super Turbo, like they're really interesting, I would argue well made and good to drive. Different to drive than Subarus and other cars, which I'm also a fan of. But that Nissan, Subaru, Honda, Mitsubishi, like there's a couple of real gems in there.
Yes.
And the potentiality that one of those brands like Nissan, friends, just disappears would be a bit sad. Have they made anything as interesting as an S15 or a GTR? I mean, the GTR only just finished, right?
Yeah.
And that was a pretty amazing car. Didn't change much for 14 or 15 years. So it would kind of suck if they disappeared. So what kind of hybridy grey mess would we get out of that sort of thing? Who knows? Maybe we get something really freaking awesome. Crossing my fingers that we do, because I think there's a lot of good history there, and also probably a lot of smarts in those. When Japan is a very, very big country and an industrial superpower, really, there's the potential to make something really good, but the money has to work. And currently the money's working in the Chinese markets with the Chinese car makers, not so much in Japan.
Why do zebras have stripes?
Why?
Do you know why they've got stripes?
It's a genetic... It's some, like, no stripes, no two stripes are the same, are they? No zebra looks the same?
Yeah, they all look different.
Isn't it a genetic anomaly where they're supposed to be grey and then they ended up half or something?
Why would, if you were a zebra and you wanted to camouflage yourself in the wild, why would you make yourself black and white, which the distinction and contrast between those colours makes you so visible, it's not funny. So you're a zebra and you're just out... That's eating grass, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Do they eat grass?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to stop doing that.
They don't do it like that. They don't have opposed thumbs. They've got hoofs.
Hold on. Like this, right?
Yeah.
You're doing that. You're just chilling, right?
Okay.
Then all of a sudden, you look over.
Boobies.
What?
You're just making big
No,
doobies.
you're eating the grass.
Right.
And then you're just chilling by yourself on the savannah. And then
What's that?
That's a lion.
Is that what a lion sounds like?
Yeah, that's what a lion sounds like.
Not a jaguar?
And then, no. And then you look over there and there's a lion. And he looks the colour of the grass, right? He's all kind of yellow and brown, and he can get down there and he's like, hey, in the grass. Right? He's just sitting there and you're like, I think I can see him, but I can't.
And the zebra's like, okay, matad.
Yeah. And he's like, I don't know if I can see him. And meanwhile, you're there, stripy as shit, just like eating like this, right?
Yeah.
And he comes up and Hakuna Matata's you hard. So you just get eaten. And so then what would be the purpose of being so stripy when the environment in which you're in does not support the stripiness? And that is that the environment in which you are in is an environment of other zebras. And so you are not meant to be a zebra out on your own. You're meant to be a zebra amongst many, many zebras. And so the idea, Martin, of your crisscrosses like this, am I explaining it to you but you're reading it on Wikipedia?
No.
You hate when I do that.
That's not
Hey, Marty, my Mac's running all slow. Why is that?
So long.
And as you start telling me about it, I'm like, oh, I'll just ask my other mates, and then you get demoed.
Are we still talking about why zebras have stripes?
Yes.
Are you getting to the point ever?
Yeah.
When?
You interrupted me with your...
I didn't interrupt anything. You interrupted me
by
constantly.
starting looking at the internet.
And you just start talking and no one knows what you're talking about. What are you talking about? We're talking about...
So the zebra, on its own, is going to get Hakuna Matata'd by the lion.
Okay.
The reason that the zebra has evolved to have stripes is because within its environment, as a pack or a tribe or a herd of other zebras, when the lion comes running over and it's like, this one's tasty as shit, I'm coming for it, and then it goes like this, and whoop, and it goes into the tribe, now the lion can't tell which one you were. It's like, I wanted to eat this one, but you all look the same, and I don't know which one to eat. The lion is the Chinese car manufacturers. The zebras are Nissan and the others,
now.
And on their own, they're going to get eaten. But by sharing their stripes with the other manufacturers, they can hide in the herd. Some people in the herd on the outskirts, which is going to be certain models of cars, they're going to get eaten. They're going to get all chopped up.
Zebras have stripes to repel horseflies.
No, that's incorrect.
That's the newest research.
Yeah, that's absolute rubbish. Check the comments, you'll see. Anyway, Martin, is that all the news? No, that's wrong. But, dude, you've got to look at the agenda of the people that are making the kind of... When you Google something...
Zebras have an agenda when they made stripes?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No, the kind of... If you just Google,
this is the longest explanation ever.
Suggesting that if you Google something and the thing that comes up first is the most inaccurate is, I'm disappointed in you, to be honest. You are conspiracy hat cat. You know that's not true. Of course they want you to think that it's horseflies because they know we're onto the Chinese cars. They know. Come on, man. Is that all the news? No, I've got some news.
Oh, do you? Go. No, please. What is it?
Hold on, let me just check. There's no news. Volkswagen Amarok's had a recall.
Boring. Is that even legal?
This one's actually
That's
important
more
for
boring than a Volvo.
2023, 2024 Amarok's have had a recall. I did actually have a look. This is a public service announcement. I had a look at the recall notice. Due to a manufacturing defect, driver's seatbelt may have been incorrectly anchored. As a result, the seatbelt may not operate as intended. I don't know what things that is. If you've got an Amarok, do a Google, have a look, and make sure you're safe in your car. Martin, is that everything?
Should you buy an Amarok? Public service announcement, just don't buy an Amarok.
What do you mean?
No, Amarok's great. We have one, don't we? Do we have one? Amarok's are awesome. We have one.
How many cars do you own that you forgot you own? Because yesterday you forgot about one.
No, you forgot about one.
Yeah, no, that was the Mini.
Yeah, but I didn't forget.
Not my old Mini.
No, you remember
You forgot about your other car.
No, I didn't.
And I lost one of my cars recently.
You lost it, yeah. No, I didn't forget.
Yeah.
No, one ran out of rego and I got fined for it.
Yeah.
That sucked.
Do you want to tell us about that for the 17th time? No. I love hearing about that every 2 days. Register your car, people. Martin, is that all the news?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that even legal?
Horseflies.
It is.
What a bunch of... No, it's wrong.
It's not wrong. It says newer research suggests it's for horseflies.
No.
Yeah. Yep.
Dude,
why does everyone have stripes? Dude, it's...
Don't just look at one link. Dude, I've read the source material. Don't worry about
what do you mean source material?
This is full of ads. That means it's not impartial.
Okay. Why does zebra have stripes? As long-stumped researchers' theories suggest, it's helped to camouflage that serves as an identity name tag for zebras to recognise each other. But new research suggests the stripes help them repel horseflies.
Okay, so what they're suggesting
Researchers from Bristol University...
Never heard of it.
...studied the benefits of zebra stripes by examining how horseflies behaved around zebras and horses.
Do you know the problem?
And they put patent coats on horses, and then they didn't get bothered by the horseflies.
The problem with that, Martin, is that the way that
They're
natural
attracted to
selection
large,
works,
dark objects.
they're suggesting that the horseflies are more of a predator to them, and that the natural selection process has worked for horseflies, not for the lions that are fucking eating them.
There's new research.
It's wrong.
Look, that's a horse with a blanket on it.
Okay.
Look.
Sorry, no, we're still going. We're still going. Is that even legal, Martin? Is that? Okay, every week on Is That Even Legal, we like to explore different legal conundrums from around the world. Martin, do you like YouTube?
Yeah.
Do you want to not use YouTube? No.
No.
Legal.
Legal.
Big news.
Oh, we spoke about this, didn't we?
Yeah, but that's actually happened now. YouTube has been exemplified from the potential social media ban.
Exempted?
This has been it has been exemptificationed from the social media ban. It is making worldwide news. Australia is taking steps that appear to be greater than what any country has done before in enforcing a social media ban for those that are under 16. Reporting directly from Reuters here, making some of the toughest social media controls in the world. Australia's House of Representatives passed the bill. This was yesterday, 102 votes to 13.
Wow.
After Prime Minister Anthony Albanese's centre-left government secured bipartisan support for the plan. The plan law would force social media platforms to take reasonable steps to ensure age verification processes are in place. Companies could be fined up to $49.5 million, which is $32 million US, for systemic breaches. Couple of interesting questions that this raises. Number one, I don't think that YouTube is a social media platform. They tried with the community wall, but no one uses it. If you've got YouTube on your television and you're watching education stuff, you're watching kids shows and whatever like that, who are some big Australian kids bands? The Wiggles and stuff like that. Do you know any others? What are they called? The Australian one that you really liked them?
Lala's big live band. They're musicians.
Yeah, they're like actual musicians.
There's a lot of musos that do music who may have been on telly or may have done live shows. COVID came, locked them down, so they just made really cool channels with music in them, which is
yes. And so like some songs would be considered pop songs, some songs are considered kid songs, and so someone would have to go, well, that's a pop song, but that's a kid song. But then there was a song that was about planets that everybody really loved, but then someone goes, well, that's a kid's thing. So who decides? YouTube, it appears, has been exempt, but what it comes...
I reckon I know why.
Well, because of that reason. I don't think it classifies as a social media network.
You know what I think else it is, though? Because imagine for a second you're a lobbyist. I know in the States there's lobbyists everywhere. I think there's some ratio of like Facebook has more lobbyists in Washington, D.C. than there are like representatives or something. Like it's crazy. Right. Anyway, lobbyists will go on behalf of a company to the government and say, here's why we think your law you're about to do, which is going to affect our business, is not a good idea. And obviously they're on the side of the company. Whether that's good or bad, who knows? But in this case, I reckon one of the reasons that they have been exempted is because they've already put the work in. They made YouTube Kids years ago. I remember when we were uploading videos, all of a sudden a thing popped up that said, is this made for kids? And you just go, well, no. But for some people who are doing kids music, yes, it's made for kids. That changes the way that, firstly, things can be advertised on, which is important because you don't want to be advertising, adult stuff to kids. Arguably, kids' data shouldn't be used just to advertise to them at all, which is another part of it. But importantly, they had they got a separate app, like a YouTube's kids app, which only has stuff that not necessarily being verified, although by clicking it, you kind of just self-verifying and saying this isn't shit. That is full of that no comment section, less ads or minimal ads or no ads depending on your age and stuff, and I think the age needs to be inserted so that it can be like age appropriate. It's still not a perfect system in the way that you would argue TV or cable would, with like lots of your car's here. Lots of like legislation and lots of layers of protection. But it's definitely a system that I think has been effective and more effective than what other social media platforms, like for example Instagram, when this law came in around the States, literally the day before the laws went live or the bill went live, they went, we've got Instagram for teenagers and they can reset their algorithm. The day before, whereas YouTube did this for years. I reckon that's maybe one of the reasons.
I think one of the complications around this is obviously going to be how it's policed. Overall, I think it could work, potentially. I mean, like, time will tell. I think what's interesting about it, though, is that how do you verify your age? Because every adult then would have to verify that they're over the age of 16. Does that mean that you're handing over passport, driver's license information to the social media networks? Are they getting access to a greater level of detail about you and your life that they wouldn't have otherwise?
They've already got it.
So, look, overall, I think...
I do find that argument interesting when people say, social media will have even more data about you. Like,
they got
do you
so
think
much.
they don't already know everything. Location services. Oh, Marketplace is a bit of a hassle to use without location services on. I'll just turn it on once. Bang, home address.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, come on. But anyway, I think it's overall a good thing. I think it's always important to have the yin to the yang. I think it's good that governments, which kind of is their job, it's kind of what you're paying for. You can argue all day about whether government should exist and go down that road, but I think just having both sides generally finds a place in the middle that definitely suits more people than just going, no rules, all the rules. I want somewhere in between where it's like stuff that makes sense and protects people that are vulnerable, and kids in that way are. I don't think we should be like just going, no, kids can see whatever, because kids can go on there and go, do, and bang, they watch something that really they should not be. So I think it's not a bad thing.
Car window shopping. It's the new section where we look at cars for sale on the internet, and Marty will show you ones that he thinks are good, and I'll show you one too. Before we kick off into car window shopping, if you were out looking for a car, would you want a handy, stealthy way to carry all of your mad stuff with you? With the all-new Mighty Car Mods Tactical Laptop Backpack.
Cool.
Now, this is a black on black case, a tactical style, and it comes with a free patch like that.
Or you can patch your own patch.
It comes with a carabiner as well for attaching water bottles
Velcro,
and that kind of thing too. Plus Velcros on here and here, padded backs. One of my favourite things is up here, you've got a mad little felt pocket, which is great for your phone or devices. And then inside, if I can find
This is by popular demand, and also we've been talking about this for a long time and trying to tweak what it needs to have.
Yeah.
This isn't just like, oh, let's get a backpack with, like, this has been, I reckon, over 2 or 3 years of actually just going back and forth and going, yeah, but if you were going to have your phone, but then where would you put that?
Can we have this? Yes.
Does it fit, like, what size laptop will go in it? It will go up to, in my case, we'll go to a 16. It might even fit a 17. Just really cool.
On the side
Really
there,
cool.
so you can put your drink bottle in there. We wanted this to be able to come all the way open flat like that. In here,
Sleeve for the
you've got
laptop.
your sleeve for your laptop.
Yep.
So these are awesome. Obviously, you can get these right now on the shop with a 20% discount. They won't be discounted again anytime soon after that, but they are available right now. Heaps of pockets, heaps of ways for attaching things. Free lanyard, free patch, available right now. Martin, what have we got for window car shopping?
This week, window car shopping, we are doing coupes, or coupes if you prefer, under 10 grand. I'm going from cheapest to most expensive, and I'm going to kick it off with what I already want to buy this because it's just basically too sexy with a body kit. $1,300.
That's cheap.
That's, I believe, automatic as well. Next up, we have a 1996 Toyota Paseo, $3,200. The Ks are usually high when it's this kind of price. I've also noticed a lot of these are coming out of Victoria and New South Wales, mostly. Obviously, there's the most cars there. But for $3,300, you get a supercharged 2009 C-Class Mercedes-Benz. I think that's kind of cool.
That's cheap.
Next up, I had to include it, 2008 Holden Astra. Why you would, I don't know, but it does consider this to be a coupe. I think it's more of a hatch. RX7, you can get into a rotary for $4,500. A lot of these are auto and a bit thrashed, and you're probably going to have problems, but still, if you want a good handling coupe thing that's a bit different, maybe if you just hate working on it. Look at this though. Showroom quality, under $5,000. Look how good condition that's in, dude. Also a too sexy wannabe, but look at it.
That's actually
It looks like a full, looks like it's really been looked after. You want to go to Europe? We've got a 2004 Alfa Romeo GT.
Dude, we've got to do one of those one day when we're just hating life.
6-cylinder, 3.2 litre.
Dude, that's actually pretty cool.
I know, it is pretty cool. I rate it, and good money. You want to go a bit more classic? That is a 1980 Mercedes-Benz 450 SLC.
We've
V8.
done one Merc on the show, haven't we?
Yeah, 4.5 litre V8. I'm seeing more and more cool Mercs around these days. I just see them and I think they're cool. Maybe either I'm old or the cars are just getting better. I think it's probably both. 1998 Nissan 300 ZX. Needs a little bit of paint, but there's some potential there. Turbo, 6-cylinder, 3-litre, kind of cool. Again, I picked another Benz because I can't believe how much car you can get for $6 grand.
$6 grand.
A CLK, it's 20 years old.
Do people actually like Mercedes, though, when it comes to working on them? I know they're probably a nice car, but does anyone actually work on them?
I think they're in the same wheelhouse as your Beamer or your Volkswagen. It's all Euro plastic stuff where they probably should be metal. But you can't really argue with that. Would be just it's a sporty-ish, comfortable all-rounder. If you wanted something to stand out a little bit. My point is, for a 20-year-old car, it doesn't look shit.
It doesn't look shit.
It looks really good, someone's loved it. Chucked a Peugeot in there, a
the
407.
Peugeot.
Yeah, 407, diesel, yuck, but still interesting. 2003 Skyline. These things are absolute bargains.
Skid cars, right?
Skid cars. It's basically a 350Z, but auto and looks a bit funny. You can also get the 370 versions, the G370 GTs. Absolute bargains. I saw one sell the other day for like $5,000. A little scratch on it, and 370Z
Wait
wheels
till you
and
see my
brakes.
bargain though.
We've got 2 more to go. 2007 Hyundai Tuburon. Do you remember these? People used to dress them up as Ferraris.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, they look like Ferraris. They're actually
Awful.
front-wheel drive, 6-cylinder, 2.7-litre front-wheel drive. Hyundai. This is the like current Chery Haval GWM of the time. Back then, in the early 2000s, that was the same kind of thing. People were like, Hyundai, what? But here we are. Now they're making some cool stuff. This, I reckon, is the best bargain. $8,500, 87 AW11 MR2. Like, look at it. Even if that had no engine in it, I'd still argue that's a good deal because you can put whatever motor you want in that. Case swap that, job done.
Not the best deal.
That's my pick, by the way. For under 10 grand for a coupe that's kind of cool. Looks like it's got some good paint.
All right. For under $10,000, Martin, I present to you 2018 Volkswagen Golf R.
What?
So that there
How?
is fully optioned. Only $7,500. 2 keys. Panoramic sunroof. Registered. Actually, Rego might have just run out. Oh no, it's got like. Oh no, Rego has just run out.
Why haven't you bought it?
So that one there is. Oh, I don't need another one, but $7,500. But that's not necessarily a coupe. So I present to you, Martin, the car of the week is absolutely this one. So this here is same as yours.
How much?
This one is wait on, just hold on. So it's an RX7. So it's a 2001 RX7 FD3S Series 8.
That's my car, exactly.
Which is awesome. 1.3 litre, dual rotor, twin turbo, 5-speed manual, fully complied, registered, clear title, and that is only $14,500. Cars are so cheap these days, Martin. And
That has to be a scam.
Have a good look at it. Now, no, it's not a scam.
Dude, that's my car.
The person selling it's got 3 friends and selling 50 cars, so it's definitely legit.
That's my car.
Yeah.
Like my car was like 50 or 60,000 bucks.
Yeah, so that's a scam, right?
I hope so.
And well, because you also can't get a Golf.
Is that a scam?
Yeah, well, that's the same person. So that same person is selling all of these cars.
Okay.
So heaps of them. So look,
Super
I don't know
scam
if it's
5,000.
real or not real, but I'm pretty sure it's a scam.
Speaking of scammy McScam citizens, let's kick straight into tinfoil hat car. This week in Conspiracy Hat Cat, we are expanding slightly upon something that came up in the last episode, which was, do elevator close buttons do anything? And we asked the question in the comments. A lot of people came back with information and basically said it comes down to the person that runs the lift or owns the lift or programs the lift as to what that button does. So
we heard from technicians, and someone actually sent a message that was a lift tech that said that they can be wired up. Sometimes they're not wired up, but if it is, because I tried this, but I've never been able to work. Also, on some lifts, when you press a button like 5, if you double press it, the number disappears. I've never been able to make that work in Australia before. Does that work in your country? Like, if you're about to get in and someone just presses all the buttons and gets out, can you go double tap, double tap, double tap and turn them off? Because in Australia, I've not seen that actually happen.
Interesting. Apparently, it's more likely that the close button will work outside of the US, which I think is true, because in Japan, I feel like it does work. Here, I don't think it normally does. In the US, it certainly doesn't. So probably depends what country you're in a little bit.
We're uncovering some significant things, aren't we, on this show?
The big one, though, I would argue there's potentially, no, there's not more of these in elevator buttons, but these are everywhere. There's absolutely a chance you've used one of these, and they also do nothing. And
Volkswagen?
that is pedestrian traffic light crossing buttons.
No, they work.
Nope.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
They don't work.
Do you know Australians' pedestrian noise is so famous overseas that people film it and upload it onto the internet? Millions of views.
So one of the reasons we have them, so our buttons, they have like a big silver stainless steel button, and it's like a black box with an arrow.
And a little vibrator bit in the middle.
And the arrow points the direction that you're crossing, but you can touch it, and so people that are hearing impaired or whatever can also use them. But the stat that I'm going off, according to CNN, only 100 of the crossing buttons in New York City function.
Oh, in America.
And they leave them there because, firstly, it's more effort to pull them out. And secondly, buttons make people feel better. It makes them feel like they have an element of control. So that's the conspiracy. The conspiracy is that the buttons are there to make you think you have an element of control over what's happening when you're crossing the road and how long it's going to take to stop the traffic, but you actually have no control at all.
And that same kind of philosophy is used in most Hondas on the accelerator. So the idea is that it's meant to make you feel like something's happening even though it's not.
But if you want to deep dive even more, we can then talk about, which we might talk about another time because it's absolutely not happening today, is that hotel owners are conspiring against you to save money by making the thermostats in your room do nothing. No matter what you put it on, you get 22 degrees or 23 degrees or whatever it is.
You would like that, Marty. You like handing
effect.
away your controls to the hotel managers.
It's full.
Did I tell you about the time someone snuck into my room in America while I was in there?
No.
In the shower?
No.
I'm sure I told you. So you and I were there so that YouTube used to have this thing when they cared about its creators called makerspaces.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
What was it called? You go to LA and you could hire a big studio.
They basically set up studios that you could go and make YouTube videos in.
But they had them like all around the world.
They
And
did.
so basically you could turn up and they had crew there, like they had technicians and camera people and stuff, and go, I need a green screen and whatever. And I think what they were trying to do was try and make the quality of the videos better.
Yes.
And at that time they were like, let's compete with TV. Now I think they're like, let's leave that to Netflix and let's just get back to our, shooting on a
And
phone
also
like this.
phones are so much better now that you can shoot on them.
So we were there for a couple of days shooting and we're staying at a hotel. And I remember I got to the hotel and I remember being in the bathroom, brushing my teeth. I'm sure I've told you this story, dude, because I had to go and get security for it. Anyway, so I brushed my teeth and everything. And then I looked behind and I remember I saw a shower curtain and I was surprised because shower curtains are chat. They're a bit grot.
They're chat, yeah.
And they're not normally things that you'd see in like fancier hotels because people wipe their bits on them and stuff. Like it's like drying yourself with cling wrap. I mean, you could use a towel, but the point is they're a bit grot. And I remember going,
You're not supposed to use a shower curtain to dry yourself. The shower curtain's supposed to stop the water leaving the bath thing.
yeah, I know. Yeah. But you wipe your... Anyway, so I remember I'm brushing my teeth, I look in the mirror, I see a shower curtain, I'm like, this room's pretty fancy, I'm surprised it's got a shower curtain, that's a bit weird, right? So then I go to bed. I wake up in the morning, I go to the bathroom again, I go to wash my face, and as I go up like a horror movie, bang, like that, the shower curtain's gone, right? In between 10 o'clock at night and 6 in the morning, the shower curtain's gone. And one of the towels had been used and was sitting on the bath, like hanging over the side, a used thing. And I was like, someone has come into my room and had a shower while I've been asleep. That's obviously very disturbing. So I went and lodged a formal complaint and I asked them to go through the CCTV footage and stuff. And sure enough, on CCTV footage, they saw me absolutely off my face, just like going down the hall in the middle of... No, they didn't. They didn't reveal to me what they found or what they saw, but it was someone used my shower while I was in the room, stole the shower curtain and used a towel.
Speaking of using a towel, Fanking.
Fanking is the delightful art of recontextualising a product's name by taking a photo of it near your crotch. You can upload your photos to the Fanking Facebook group. Community, the group. Some of them were... It's a pretty low threshold, really, to get on the show, but a couple of them were straight up too filthy to put here, and so I didn't.
But well done for the creativity.
You probably know who you were. I can't put that on YouTube. I can't, but well done. Anyway, next up, won't run into eyes. Good job.
Yep.
Got a couple of hands in there. Giant beaver.
Yeah, it's giant.
What is that?
Look at the
Is that a
size of
game?
him.
Is that a game?
Yeah,
like a
it looks
board
like
game.
it.
Next up, Martin, Everhard. That was pretty good because this person here saw a sink.
They bought it from Bunnings.
Is that a Bunnings brand, is it? All right. Next up, we've got the love hole. Find it, flip it, flavour the love hole. Well done.
Master Foods love holes.
Very good. Very good. Hard head, fat balls.
Wow.
That should have been Thank of the Week. Who runs this department?
I don't know.
That was me.
Good on him.
No, that was very, very good. Well done.
Oh, it's for it's bird food.
Polypal. Good job. It's pretty expensive. $7.95. That's a lot. Out with mates. It's good. And a woolen jumper. So I gather you're not in Australia. Because see, they've got a little bit of a woolen jumper there. Next up, Martin, we've got butthole. We see this one sometimes, but I can never get enough of the butthole jokes.
No, neither.
So I
find them soothing.
Yeah, I like that. That's very good. Next up, Martin, blue balls.
Just classic.
What do you reckon that is? Chewy, bone. What does that say?
Are they for dogs or something?
No, because it's blue raspberry flavour. I reckon your dog wants blue balls, raspberry balls. All right, next up, Fank of the Week.
Drum roll.
Well done. Good job.
I can, restaurant.
So, well played.
Nice.
One of their lights is out and you have, there you go. Or did you deliberately take that light out so you'd be talked about on a show and 38 people that probably don't live anywhere near that are now talking about your restaurant? If you would like to submit your Fanking photos, you can submit them to the Fanking Facebook group. There's a link down below, Martin. I'm pretending to not look down. So I'm trying to keep eye contact, but I'm actually looking down at our new list that legend made us.
How good is it?
What's next, Martin?
Can't you read that? Mailbag.
Oh, good. Each week on the show, if you have sent us something, we attempt to open it. The first one I've got here is a letter. This one is from Carol Wachala from Horsley in New South Wales. We got 2 big packages today, mate. All right. I've just received my order of merch and I thought I'd send a letter of appreciation to provide some background. I'm 41 and grew up in the car scene. My first car was a 1989 Toyota Corolla, which looked like trash and was 50 shades of red. Continue with the rollers, and then there's a bit of a story here that seems personal, so I'm not going to read it out. But I will take the time to read this properly, Carol, because I'm just, based on the nature of what some of this says, I won't read it out here, but thank you very much. I wanted to say thank you for producing your own channel. That includes the second channel, the Unicorn Circuit, which I watch, and allowing my passion for cars to continue to live on, even when I was forced to get rid of my belongings. I'll one day again build a car. I want to say thank you for the shirt, which has reinforced my positivity and my push towards real changes for a better in my life. Carol Wachala, thank you very, very much. Sorry to hear about what you've been going through with that, but thank you very much for watching the show, and we hope it brings you a little bit of joy. What do you got, Martin?
This is awesome. This is from Callum and Isabel Hood, and they have written, "Hey Marty and Moog, we love watching MCM, Unicorn Circuit and Top Gear. We thought we would bless you guys by making custom shirts of your cars. We thought of you guys first when making custom stuff, so please enjoy them. We'll have to make some more for you. We put a couple of photos of our cars that Marty will like." Oh, yes, correct. Gen 5 Subaru Liberty, you like this.
Oh, yes.
Yes, STI Forester.
Excellent.
What else have we got? Oh, Brumby, STI Forester and Liberty together. Brumby as well, and another shot of the Series 5. Very nice. These shirts are awesome. Check it out.
Really good feel on them.
Look at the back. So it's Nissan.
Dude, that's great.
With your car on the back.
That's really cool.
Look. Mini.
That's awesome.
How good.
VW.
Oh, you can have that one.
I'm having this one.
Oh, dude, look at this one.
Dude, that's great. It's got a Mark 8 on the back. Fair Lady Z.
You would actually wear that.
Dude, I will actually wear that.
Subaru one. What have we got on the back of the Subaru one?
Fair Lady Z.
Super Grants.
That's excellent.
That's very creative, and thank you, and very custom. Even it got a Gemini one, and it's like legit the right shape.
That is so kind. Thank you very much.
You know what I like about this? I can tell your car people, because what colour are they?
They're black.
They're black, because any other colour will absolutely get
destroyed.
ruined. I keep trying to occasionally wear a white Super Garage shirt, and I've got like 4 of them that is covered with oil. Thank you. That's
last
very,
box
very
that
generous.
I've got here has come all the way from Canada.
That's north of the USA.
They've spent $152 Canadian to get us here.
Wow.
So I just want to, first of all, say thank you very much. Let's just have a quick look at what's going on in here, people. So we appear to have a huge jams.
Yep. Oh, geez, that
strawberry fresh flavour crystals.
Proper legit maple syrup.
Oh, so good. Cheesies. Coffee crisps.
Oh my goodness.
Cheesies.
Oh, dude, I love this. Is my favourite. Oh, that opens.
Oh, so good.
Ketchup Lays. We don't have them here.
Look at the. Oh, Martin, there's more. There's shirts.
Wow.
Is there a letter in here from you?
Proper hooked up.
Is there something in here? Oh, here we go.
Oh,
at the bottom. This appears to be from Stance East. We've got some cool stickers and stuff. And we've got
page 2.
A letter. Here we go, dear Marty and Moog. Greetings from the east coast of Canada, New Brunswick. I wanted to share a story about how your show has made an incredible impact on the car scene here. I started watching your videos early on, 14 or 15 years ago, perhaps even earlier during the forum days. I got hooked and wanted to do every mod I could do to my stock Mazda 3. Finding a passion for modding cars led me to start a small business in 2011-12 called Stance East.
Awesome.
Hey, here
Beautiful.
it is, where we aim to highlight all the incredible cars on Canada's east coast. I started blogging and taking photos, and the page quickly grew to roughly 620,000 followers on the Facebook, 35,000 on Instagram. Well done.
That's huge.
Each year, with the help of my close friends, we host one of the biggest car shows in our area. One thing I'm most proud of is that everyone is welcome at our show.
I want to go to
You've got a
Stance
rental
East.
car with a cardboard box body kit, yes, that happens, or a pristine R34 GTR, You show up, you're in. It's grown to the point where we've got vendors and indoor section. We still keep the gates open to everyone. All this started because YouTube posted some videos on the internet. Maybe I would have found my way here anyway, but having fresh videos to keep me inspired made all the difference. I'm sending along some Canadian goodies and merch. I hope I got the sizes right. Much love from Canada, Will Northrop. Thank you
all your
so
stuff looks
much.
so good.
It looks amazing.
Marty, if you ever need RX7 parts, let me know. I got into 3D printing and have a 3-axis CNC milling set up, make a ton of parts for the FD. Also, you're a legend. I hope to meet you both someday. What size is this paper?
Not A4.
US letter.
Yes.
Very cool.
Martin, and probably as a little quick comparison, A4.
Oh. A4. No, it's close, isn't it?
Different, see?
Yeah, it's close.
See? It's like that one's, maybe that's an easier way to show it this way.
Thank you for all this stuff. And legit
paper
Canadian
sizes.
maple syrup.
See that?
From the other side of Canada, from where
it's
we
different.
were recently. This is a thing. Hey, I got to talk about this. Thank you for sending these. This, all dressed. This is a Canadian, this has to be eat bag because this is very special. And I had these when I was in Canada.
Will you tell me about them when you're eating them?
What?
Will you tell me
You're
about
eat one.
Yeah, but then will you tell me the story?
Yeah. Thunderclap. It's a sign. All dressed. Let's go.
One more thing. Will just said, thank you very much for the video I made about the exercise stuff. Zed's helped him with some of his struggles. You've pulled me through some dark places with your content, especially the Christmas feature films. Thank you. Thank you very much for being so generous getting us all of that here. If you're in Canada or otherwise, please check out Stanseast. I am going to open up one of the shirts because
this shirt's awesome.
I think it's kind of worth kind of having a look at what's going on here.
The re-series.
And it looks colourful and cool. Maybe I won't show that one. Just, I mean, there might be some kids watching, but well done. All right. And here we go. I'm just going to check. There we go.
Yeah, nice.
That's really cool. Thank you very much.
Very colourful.
All right.
Awesome.
Let's move on to
random
eat bag.
So, welcome to Random Eat Bag, where we get random things out of a bag. In this case, it came out of a box, but I thought it was important to talk about these. These happen to be some of my favourite crisps that you can buy. You can get them in Canada. They're ketchup flavoured. They're just the basic.
Did someone open them from?
I think the pressure. You know, something that goes in an aeroplane and it expands in pressure and stuff? Stale or okay? Very, very sharp
very
flavour.
tomatoey.
Anyway, but all dressed. This is a thing that I hadn't seen before, and when I travel, I do like to sample the crisp because there's it's a baseline of every different place has different ones. It's all just chemically manufactured, whatever. But I still think it's interesting. And I was told by the guys at Linus Tech Tips, where we did the Honda Civic, that I have to try all dressed. So today you get to try all dressed.
Is all dressed the flavour or the brand?
All dressed is the flavour. You can get different brands that are also all dressed.
What does it mean? Actually, don't tell me. Just let me taste.
Just eat it and tell me what you think it is, and I'll tell you what's in it.
Okay. I'm going to take a couple because
And
I've
they're
got high
ruffles too.
expectations.
Very crispy.
Oh! So much flavour.
Good, eh?
What is it? What's an all dressed flavour?
I think all because it just has all the stuff you can put on chips. Aside from quite a few chemicals, it also has paprika, so peppers, capsicum, onion, garlic, salt.
Right?
Freaking delicious. Australia, chips in Australia suck, man. They just suck. Occasionally we get special edition stuff. They're pretty much better everywhere else in the world. That's what I have discovered. I reckon Australian food's top shelf, about as good as it gets because our produce is so good and we have all the different multicultural influences, but our crisps and chips suck.
Hey, Martin, this here,
These are great.
Canadian company, and they're called Cheesies. It's real cheddar cheese. Now, I'm looking at the back here, and I'm expecting to see MSG, but what it actually says is cornmeal, vegetable oil, cheddar cheese, seasoning, phosphate, salt. It doesn't say 621, which normally, unless that's in the seasoning.
But do they have to say it in America like
Maybe
they
don't have to, but this is...
Because this doesn't say MSG either, but it does say disodium
Look at
glutamate
that.
and stuff.
That makes a twisty look like it's missed leg day, doesn't it? Look how big that is. Want to have a go? Oh. That beats a twisty,
That
dude.
shit's on a twisty.
It's crunchier.
From the squat
It's
rack.
bigger.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
man, very generous. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed Unicorn Circle. We've been pumping them out just because they're fun and because we had time. And we probably won't. And then we'll do one a week and then we
double
won't
up.
until we don't do it a week. and then we will and we won't. Lots of cool videos coming at you. Expect to see some more of your favourite vehicles. There'll be a new video on the main channel.
Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Within 24 hours. We got a little cinematic
Still making it.
240Z finale.
And the next one.
Here's a little sneak preview of what that's going to sound like. Yes, absolutely incredible.
Listen to it.
So that is out. Of course, the code word for today is BF20. That is your 20% off on the shop.
If you want to know what this tastes like, listen to that clip again. That's the equivalent.
Yeah.
Just like
fat. All right.
that.
See you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.